Hi, I'm from Gaska Tape, and I'm going to talk about reverse unwinding today. Our standard vinyl foam tapes are manufactured and sold so that as they are unwound, the adhesive is exposed, or sometimes this is referred to as tape grade. That works great for people that want a tape grade product where they can unroll the foam tape and bond it to the surface of their choosing. Then, either immediately or after any number of other processing steps, the paper liner is removed and the foam tape is ready to be used as a seal, insulation, sound deadening, etc. This type of tape configuration does not work for die cut pieces. For that, we need to have the adhesive covered so that the parts don't get caught in the die machine, and we have a number of options that can be used exactly for that purpose. We sell our foam products with a liner attached to the adhesive so that the die operator does not have to do any additional handling of steps, or the die operator can apply a liner just before the material enters the die cut machine. We can also supply our foam products with a second liner attached on the adhesive side, but these do tend to wrinkle when they are wound. Gaska Tape will help you select the best product for your application. There are some applications where the same liner that the foam is cast on can be used to protect the adhesive, and we call this reverse unwinding. It is done by taking the outer wrap of the paper off and then unwinding the roll so that the adhesive is attached to the paper on the side opposite. If you choose to reverse unwind our foam tape, then we can supply it on a cast paper that is easier to use for that purpose. There is a major factor that you must consider before deciding to reverse unwind our product. When the tape is reverse unwound, the foam tape has to be put into a condensed state. This means that the paper and the adhesive bond is holding the foam at a length that is shorter than the foam's natural state. After the foam is released from the paper, it will grow back to its original size. That means that any die cut parts produced will expand in size. If the foam is thinner than 3/16 thick, the growth will probably be small enough that it won't create any problems for you. However, we do not recommend reverse unwinding foams thicker than 3/16 thick. I am now going to demonstrate how to reverse unwind. Okay, now I'm going to demonstrate the reverse unwinding. Right now I have actually 3 rolls of material. All 3 of them are 1/2 inch, and they are basically our tape grade material. I've already laid one out on the table, and the adhesive is on the glass, and it's a 10-foot cut roll of material. And so now I'm going to go ahead and take the other roll that I have, and I'm going to show to you how the reverse unwinding works and why you shouldn't do it for foam that's over 3/16 thick. So what you're going to do is take this outer paper off, and by removing this outer paper, I'm transferring the paper to the adhesive side of the foam. See, I'm simply just removing that first part. I'm going to tear this off right here. And then I'm going to line it up with what I have on the table. And I'm going to stick a piece of paper, some tape on there so it's the same. Keep it in place. All right. We can supply our foam on extra release paper to make this step easier for you. After the product is reverse unwound, the tape will be shorter than if it was unwound normally. And I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate that to you now. So I'm going to cut the part off that's closest to the core first, just so we don't want to, there's that. All right, now I'm going to take a piece about like this, and I'm going to cut, And as you can see already, the foam wants to grow back to its original state because it was being compressed so much. All right. So the foam is now held in condensed state equal to the amount of paper that has been removed. And now I'm going to go ahead and take this paper off. And after the foam is separated from the paper, it's going to grow back to its original dimension. So you can see now what I'm going to do is line up the paper to the foam. This is not a magic trick, even though it might appear to be. The foam is now held in a condensed state equal to the amount of paper that has been removed. I'm going to try to line this back up as closely as I can so you can see exactly what I'm talking about here. After the foam is separated from the paper, it'll grow back to its original dimension. If the part has to be an extremely precise fit, for instance where multiple alignment holes must be in exact locations, there are better ways to make that part. Instead of reverse unwinding, we can transfer our foam onto a different liner that will prevent the foam from growing after the release paper is removed. We can supply it with an 84-pound poly-coated paper, a heavy 11 mil poly-coated release board, or even a film. Another option is to purchase a secondary liner that can be attached to the adhesive side by you just before entering the die machine. Any of our foams can be supplied with the release liner option that works best for you. If you go to our website at www.gaska.com, you'll find a lot more information about the advantages of having us supply the product on a different paper and how you can save money that way. Or you can call us at 1-800-423-1571 and one of our knowledgeable staff will be happy to assist you. Thank you for watching, and I hope this was helpful.